We're libertarians, right? I don't stop you. I let you finish.
I wasn't that. I was.
No, yes, you did pretty good. You did pretty good. That was very good.
How am I going to talk for 5 minutes?
No, I won't stop you. All right, Mr. Rice, are you claiming to be from North Carolina, which is part of the Carolinas, or from some state called Texas?
Originally, I am from North Carolina, but I do live in Texas now. I spent most of my life in North Carolina. I began my career in the North Carolina State Party. First job I had was ballot access director. Bad. It was bad at the time. At the time, North Carolina was the third hardest ballot access state in the country. Much like Oklahoma, our petitioning requirements were huge. But in that drive, in 2000, I managed to organize the largest volunteer petitioning effort ever in the history of North Carolina. A record I'm proud of, it still stands today. And it still wasn't enough. We had to hire professional petitioners to come in and do it. And I say all this because I want you to appreciate the gravity of what your chair pointed out to you earlier, how South Carolina has ballot access and that it's relatively easy as I understand it. Folks, that is huge. I cannot tell you. If RJ was here, he'd tell you the same thing. That is huge. You have such a wonderful advantage here in South Carolina. It would be a shame if you didn't take advantage of it and just run everybody you can. I mean, you save yourself, this saves you hundreds of thousands of dollars possibly. It cost us, what was it, Thomas, 200,000 almost?
Between the national party and state party, I've seen figures from 180 to 250.
Right. And that's money that can't be spent to support candidates. That can't be spent on radio ads and yard signs and things that we need to beat a political party. The Republicans and Democrats will do everything they can in most places to make sure that we don't challenge them at all at the ballot box, the uttered ballot syndrome. You know, I laugh at that every time when I think about years ago when California had its recall election and the first time that Arnold Schwarzenegger was elected governor. 217 people on the ballot for that election. They knew who won the next day. Where's the ballot clutter syndrome? How is it slowing things down? It doesn't. It's just another lie to keep us afraid of doing something other than what's already being done. I made the comment earlier when you were talking about Rochambeau, and I said, I am not at war. And of course, I suppose in jest you said, you know, a pacifist. I want to clear that up. I'm not a pacifist. I'm a military veteran myself. If you think I'm a pacifist, then try to break into my house and you'll find I'm not a pacifist. But I don't believe I have to kill somebody to prove it. None of us should. It's plain and simple. Easy to show people how war is bad. I look around this room, I wonder how many of you have children, grandchildren, nieces or nephews, 10 years old or younger. All those children have known nothing but war from this country. We've raised a whole generation of children who know nothing but war. They don't understand the prospect of prosperity that peace can bring. I was in Hawaii at their state convention, and I was staying with a friend of mine who plays NPR every morning. Drove me crazy. But as I was having my coffee, that's what I had to listen to. This particular morning, they had a story about a young man who was getting ready to go to Afghanistan. Just turned 18 years old. They told the story of how he was in the 3rd grade in 2011 happened. He'd waited his whole life just so he could go to war, hoping every day that it didn't get over with before he could get into the fray. Because he wanted to serve his country and go to war. I've got to tell you, I wept. Touched my heart. Being a veteran myself and being in the medical field, I saw the horrors of war. I'm not just talking about the battles themselves, but the things that last a lifetime. What war does to young people changes them. Turns them into something they ordinarily wouldn't be. We need to put a stop to it. Breaking this country just ourselves through thin, we can't support ourselves. It's bound to implode sooner or later. We need to honor those young people that are serving us now, bring them home. We'd rather have a country filled with prosperous patriots, and cemeteries, than with dead heroes. This is why I made this the crux of my campaign. It's not everything, but our whole rhetoric, particularly political rhetoric, is right with war. This administration we're under now, everything they're against, they turn it into a war of some sort. And none of these wars work. I mean, we started long ago, President Johnson said he's gonna have a war on poverty. He gave us all these great programs that were gonna cure it. People are still poor in this country. President Carter was gonna have a war on ignorance, because he knew how hard it was for us to educate our children, so we're gonna help. And churning out functional illiterates ever since. And of course, the war on drugs. Even the people waging the war on drugs now are admitting we're not winning this war. We can't win this war. It's time to try something else. You find something that don't work, don't keep doing it. Look for another solution. I'm going to finish by saying how much I appreciate what your new state chair had to say earlier. I only have one quibble with you, sir.
Just one?
I said, that's a good thing, because that's what you're talking about. He said we need to remove the emotion out of what we do. And I understand what he's saying to a degree. I agree with you. We shouldn't lose our emotion. We shouldn't lose our passion. We should embrace it and use it to reach other people, to build this party, to bring them in, to show them how much we care about them. That's why we do what we do, because freedom is the answer. So what's the question? I look forward to being with you today. Thank you for giving me this time. I have many friends here, and I'll see you more during the day.